And before this video begins, make sure you click the links below for all the workshop items featured in today's expo. A special thank you to Anigmandra and StrolchHH for submitting their builds for today's Hybrid Xpo. If you wish to showcase your creation, links for the coaster and zoo forum are below. Also, check out our Discord. Thank you, and enjoy the expo.
Welcome, citizens of Planet X, to another thrilling expo. I am SoGenesis, and once again, we are taking a look at blueprints sent in by our community members. We have 3 builds today, all blueprints, 2 from Planet Coaster and 1 for Planet Zoo. This time, though, I won't be alone. I will be joined by our lovely co-host, Moony. So, hello, Moony.
Hello. Happy to be here.
Yes, and it's going to be a great one today, so might as well quit my blabbering and let's get right into the builds, starting off with our Planco builds. See you then. So we are back in Planet Coaster, checking out our 2 blueprints. Now, for those who do not know what we used to do for Blueprint Expos, we just checked out our blueprints one at a time, though clearly they are side by side. So you may see another blueprint in the background. Don't worry about that. We'll cover it in due time. But for now, we have our 2 blueprints. We have Hoppy Days, the kiddie ride by Anigmandra, and the Old Italian Watermill by Strolch. So, I think we should start off with a good one, and let's head off with Hoppy Days, the kiddie ride. And here we have Hoppy Days, the kiddie ride by Anigmandra. I got a quick description here to read off. So 5 years ago, Tilly2's Rohana and I did an awesome collab where we built the wonderful Hoppy Days ride, which is a beautiful project with an Easter farm, an Easter school, and lots of bunnies working on Easter stuff. After I made the little Easter train, I thought for what I can use it, and I thought it is perfect for another track ride. It is a very small kiddie ride where I use some of Rohana's flowers and some of Tilly's bunnies again. So hop on and have fun on this cute little ride. And cute is definitely the word, like,
With the capital Q, honey.
oh yeah, Anigmandra is definitely a master when it comes to all the cute stuff. And what better holiday for the cute stuff than Easter? And look at all these bunnies right here. I mean, I can obviously tell they're snowman pieces, like,
I'm waiting for the Halloween Scare Maze version of this.
So yeah, we got, oh, they're basic shapes actually. Ooh, so we got,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's very difficult to get basic shapes, especially when you got all the reflections going on. Oh, these are snow, yeah, you can tell by the texture alone, but it gives a very nice texture to the bunny. Like, and then you
I
got,
wonder why they had to keep it small. That's so many pieces.
oh yeah, the piece count. Let's take a brief look at that piece count. Piece count should be, oh wow, it's under 500.
Really?
This whole build is under 500, so I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's
Wait,
a lot
how many pieces? Okay.
it's a lot of basic shapes. It's a lot of plants. It's a lot of gardens. Which, by the way, beautiful garden. Like,
Wow.
lot of color. Like, honestly, feels like we're in an Easter basket with this ride.
I'm impressed about how low the piece count is. Usually, shapes like these, forms like these, they usually, especially if you do make them out of basic shapes, you usually take 1 million of them.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for those fine corners that you can't really get normally, where you have to get jiggy with it because it's Planet Coaster. So I'm very impressed.
Oh, and even the baskets have detailing. They have little hay bales,
wow.
and they have little flowers in them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got chocolate bunnies here.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely cute. And then we have the little station. Oh, we got the
Ooh.
spooky mansion, like, floor trim on the bottom, I believe that's what it's called.
With a stucco orange and yellow plaster.
Yeah. I think that's
Like
lime
a
green, actually.
Oh, is that green?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice and fresh.
Oh, we have a decorated Easter egg out here. So, it's a literal Easter egg. Like,
Just a little one.
is that a bonsai? It kind of is trying to be like a bonsai.
It looks like it.
Hmm.
I mean, unless they wanted... I mean, I don't know what else it would be. I mean, Japanese maple doesn't come out till fall.
Definitely. So, I think we should take a ground view of this, and then let's check out the ride itself. So, let's see you there. So, another soul sacrifice to the Tejid Cam gods, and we're taking a walk around the perimeter of the build just to check out some of the foliage and get a sneak peek at what we're going to see in the ride, though. Again, we're going to get that done.
Okay, honey. Ooh.
So, we got the queue right out here. I set up the queue here, a little gravel path, though. You can set up any path you want. This is a regular 13-meter pathing limit. Coming right up to the ride here. Ooh. It's three-dimensional. Yeah,
Someone could throw so much stuff at that.
yeah, they can try to flip the bottle on top of that.
Get on someone's shoulders and stick a gun to it.
Oh, yuck. But
you know park goers. You
Yeah.
can't trust them.
leads right into the station, and it is a pretzel dark ride, I believe is the style of ride, but in our game, it's the Hoax Ghost Train. So, let's take a ride on board Hoppy Days, the kiddie ride by Anigmandra. So, we'll see you guys afterwards.
Ooh, strap in!
And that was Hoppy Days. So what are our initial thoughts, Moony?
I need to fix my hair about how fast that ride was. That was 1,000,000 miles per hour. I was holding on for dear life the whole
come on. It wasn't
entire time. That was crazy.
I mean, it was crazy, adorable. That's what I say. Like,
absolutely. This color palette's so cute.
oh yeah,
I
the
guess,
greens, the pinks, the blues.
The mint, actually. That is... mint, thank you for color snobs out there. They exist in the Planco community. You'd be surprised. I think it's such a nice stroll into someone's favorite holiday.
Definitely.
It's refreshing to see Christmas ride level detail given to not Christmas, finally.
I mean, it's definitely interesting how you say Christmas, given we have a festive soundtrack playing right now, like from the winter DLC or winter update.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
I'm deaf. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, I love all of these bunnies. Like, what sort of hijinks? Like, we didn't get this on recording, but I laughed at specifically this chocolate bunny over here that's just gobbling up the chocolate eggs. It's utterly adorable. Yeah. That's really the best way to describe this entire attraction. It's just adorable.
Well, I like that everything has a sense of motion. It does feel like you have caught these. It feels that all of the rabbits feel like you're catching them in the act of climbing up a ladder, rather than seeing a statue of rabbits kind of going up a ladder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have such motion and like charm and character. Like they're memorable.
Yeah, and they
Something
all
about 'em.
are very uniquely designed. I mean, some of them have
Mhm.
snowman pieces, some of them are big chubby bunnies, some of them have chocolate smeared all over their face, and I noticed this little guy with the little pumpkin head. Like, that is a great use of pieces. So,
Mhm.
overall, this is a very cute build. I can't wait to see this at night. Which,
Oh, absolutely. Ooh.
yeah. Let's
Yeah,
switch it to nighttime.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
And now we move on to nighttime. So,
Mm.
getting some nice yellows and pinks, blues. It's a little dark in this area.
The colors are so vibrant in the shadows of the night.
At least all the bunnies are lit up, so you know exactly what to look for.
Everyone has cellular devices nowadays. They'll just use the flashlight on their phone. It's all good.
It just adds the more magical vibe. Like Anigmandra, again, part of our Fantique guild, by the way. Like Fantique, you can tell clear as day. Fairy tale sort of vibes. And boy, festive vibes coming straight from this build. But yeah, what do we think, hon?
I think that some backlighting would have really served this ride a tiny bit. Everything else, I think, hits the vibe directly on the head. I see exactly what it is that they're going for. I think it's such a well-executed ride. Everything has enough detail without being too much. Everything down to the eggs, like, they don't feel like too much is going on. It feels like a lot is going on, but not too much. It's the right amount of cluttered. Like, the right amount of all this Easter overabundance. I think it was portrayed tastefully, because it doesn't feel like they actually put every single piece in the game in this build, and it's refreshing to see some simplicity and some restraint practiced. Well done.
Yeah. And definitely that simplicity really helps with the build, and it definitely helps when it comes down to the placement and what you could do. So maybe we should take a look at what we can do with the blueprints. So let's check that out. Alright, so as addressed before, the blueprint is about 500 pieces. It features no TMTK, and it has a lovely Sink Me, Hide Me sign. And that works very well when you're trying to lower the blueprint down. And it gives you a mostly clean template when it comes to how it looks once the signs are gone. So you just simply delete that, and then you lay out your pathing from there. So, as for uses for the blueprint that you can use in your own parks, I've set up a nice little fairy tale area with a little swing ride, and of course some of a shop and some other works by Anigmandra. And it's a great middle of the road or star attraction for your little fairy tale kid zone area, especially if it's in the middle of a densely wooded area, and it just complements the builds oh so well. So definitely, if you enjoy this, and if you need a kiddie ride outdoors in the middle of your foresty area, make sure you check out Hoppy Days. But I'll tell you that all again as we get into our closing remarks on that build. So let's head on over. And that was Hoppy Days the Kiddie Ride by Anigmandra. Make sure to head on into the comments and description down below to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. Show your support to Anigmandra if you haven't already. And now that we have finished up with Anigmandra, let's head on over across the street to check out StrolchHH. Let's go. And now we are checking out a beautiful scenery piece by StrolchHH of Arcatron for the Old Italian Watermill, also known as
Italienische Wassermühle.
So, let's take a look at the build. So, immediately, this scenery piece is freaking huge.
Yeah, girl. Old growth type of trees.
Yeah, and we got the rivers flowing down. Like, I can already tell this is using, like, the river rapid strategy. And then I believe he's using just waterfall piece, like the waterfall special effect for it. Oh, already this bridge, it's obviously like the most eye-catching next to the house right over here. But obviously the bridge right here, it's built into the mountain. Let's take a look at that. Like, oh, already we got like castle trimming here. So, yeah. Crypt
cool.
roof decal.
Oh, it's crypt roof. That makes sense. Especially that slant. It's only slanted.
Yeah, and sandstone right here, giving off a very interesting like castle look.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, we got some nice like
specifically Italian.
Oh, got the cross right here. We got some nice overgrow going on over here. I'm impressed that he got this sort of angle going on with the roof up here. It's kind of tricky to do angled roofs. I mean, you can kind of see it, but the overgrowth really covers it up very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, you got the wonderful view of the waterfall right here.
I like that it feels like appropriately scaled. It's so often you see people try builds like these with just the world's largest path possible. I've been guilty of it as well.
Let's actually pull out Old Reliable, also known as the Archer.
Is it? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a little tie in here, but you can fit that nice and easy.
Yeah, you crouch.
I mean,
Crouch
also he was at an angle.
Less than 300 pounds.
He was at an angle, so it doesn't always go to scale. Oh, beautiful flower work, and we got the spooky vines, or the spooky tree vines coming down here, giving off a nice ominous vibe. I want to know like the backstory of this, because why is it Italian? I gather it's just because of the roof and the arches, but maybe we'll find out some answers in the building right over here. So we got ourselves some old driftwood. Wicker basket. Oh, and it goes into the steps over here. Wait, there's no way. Like, are all of these bricks like? Okay, no, we got.
Okay, good. I was like,
rough brick walls over here.
Oh, thank goodness.
So we got rough brick walls, and then I think what he did here was that he added some extra like curbs and asphalt to give some more depth behind it. Like, that's a wooden post right there. I recognize that. That's the 1 meter variant. So he added those for some nice depth and to give some age to it. Add some nice color, because that's all part of like the old Italian architecture. Like, it's very messy in a way, like with the stones. And then of course you got the Watermill.
It's stones stacked the best they could, and things have been growing over it forever.
Giving the sandstone look, but without actually having to work with sandstone, because sandstone is terrible in this game.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Overall, this is a wonderful build. This doesn't have any TMTK custom media, and it's just a scenery piece. Like,
see, it's possible to make cool stuff without TMTK, y'all.
I mean, the other build, Hoppy Days, was built without TMTK also. So,
see,
yeah, maybe that should be the theme. Like, things you can do without TMTK. Yeah, everything is very ominous and spooky here. I wonder how spooky this gets at night as well. So let's head on over to night real quick.
Ooh.
So now darkness falls across the build, and we got a nice orange glow. I will admit, the giant spotlights, pieces.
Movie premieres. So many movie premieres are happening right now.
This gives like an ethereal sort of feel to it. Like, and I'm kind of confused, but again, it is a really cool image. I gotta admit, like seeing it from afar, very eye-catching.
It's very ghostly, like tornadoes in Sea of Thieves that happen in the middle of the ocean.
Oh yeah. Nothing on the back side. It's mainly just the building pieces up front. And you know what? They look wonderful.
It's an all up in the front type of build.
Oh,
This is beautiful.
Speaking of all up in the front, we should probably showcase how to place down the build and showcase what you probably could do with the build. So let's check that out next. So here I have the build straight out of the blueprint folder, and it is a nice and easy 1,992 pieces, though with the 2 green and red arrows that we have on the side to represent the height marker, that'll become a lovely 1,990 pieces. And very quick, very easy to build. And what can you do with this build when you place it down? You could have it set up as your next stop on your lovely little tram tour or any other dark ride or any roller coaster. Just a lovely little set piece to just ride on by, take a look at, bask in the detail, and then head on over into your next destination. So, anyway, and that was the Old Italian Watermill by StrolchHH. What do we think about it?
It's so moist. No one told me to bring my rain boots, darn it.
Oh, definitely. And I think this is an incredible build. Like, again, only 1,990 pieces, and you get this wonderful piece. Strolch, always a master when it comes to the fine detail. So,
Great props to you, Mama. This looks great. It looks so sufficiently old, and like you need Medicaid to get in here. And histamines required, or you will die of pollen. Thank you.
alright, definitely. And if you wish to have this build for yourself, head on down to links and comments down below to like, favorite, subscribe, comment the whole shebang to support StrolchHH and the Old Italian Watermill. Now, we have finished up all of our blueprints here in Planet Coaster. Why don't we head on over into the world of Planet Zoo to check out our final blueprint. So, we'll see you there.
Let's get to it.
So now we are back in the world of grass and animals to check out our final blueprint in the world of Planet Zoo. And here we have the build, the Magic Autumn Garden by Anigmandra of Fantique. Again, we start with Anigmandra, we end with Anigmandra, and frankly, we have a lovely build to showcase in the world of Planet Zoo. So, Moony, our resident zoo expert, what do you think?
This is a beautiful paddock. I see this has potential for walk-through habitat. Like, it has potential for that. Like, I see this could be for horses. This could be a great meet and greet spot for llamas. If you put an aviary cage over this could absolutely be for raccoons and skunks. It's such a cute area and has, honestly, a lot of different uses immediately, which is what I like about it most.
Oh, definitely. And it's continuing that lovely, like, autumn, festive, sort of whimsical vibe that Anigmandra is a master in. Honestly, a goddess when it comes to the sort of style of fantasy. And I can already see, like, basic shapes up here, or the Planet Zoo equivalent of basic shape. Only 2,000 pieces for the entire build.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we got some incredible detailing. Like, we have this fence right here with some overgrowth. Oh, I kind of messed up with the placement. My fault. Like, it's a little higher than it should be, but it still blends in very nicely. Like, honestly, from afar, I wouldn't notice it. But we got the pumpkin patch right over here. Is this an in-game piece? Like,
oh yes, the pumpkins are in-game pieces.
Twilight
we
pack?
don't have the maker. We don't have the maker's toolkit.
well,
in
yeah.
Zoo. We only have mods. That I don't think you have any downloaded.
I do not have any mods, no. But thankfully, I don't have to because this build doesn't have any mods or custom media. So
It's a conservation DLC.
conservation
is where the pumpkins
DLC.
come from.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of good gardening stuff, so the cottagecore folks really got to run for their money, including with that piece, that bee house.
Oh, bee house. Oh,
Yeah, it's a bee house.
okay.
Bee
Yeah.
house, ladybird gardens, it's that whole vibe. It's so cute. I wonder if this is made around that time.
Well, we definitely have. Like, what is this staircase piece? This looks very nice. European rustic stone wall. So definitely got the European build in here, like a European vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this is like European fairy tale, like, obviously.
Yeah.
And again, it's just very cute. I can imagine little gnomes popping out.
In here. Yeah, that's so cute, right?
Yeah.
Little gnomes.
Yeah, giving a quick little overview from above. Yeah, like I got no guests coming on over. If you've seen the previous expo, you know what that build is, but yeah, we got no people coming in here, even though this is a pathway. This is what it looked like on the Steam Workshop, by the way, but I'm dilly-dallying. Let's get to the description. So, autumn is the time for something magical. Here I show you my beautiful little magical autumn garden with a cute mushroom and pumpkin house. So yes, I did it in zoo again. So, yeah.
I dig it. She's like, I wore this outfit and I'll wear it again.
Yeah. I've seen some lighting when I hovered over it before, so let's check it out at nighttime. So a quick switch over to night, and immediately we got that autumn glow going on. Like, of course, I set it to midnight. Got the nice blue skies up above, complementing the bright orange, warmy glow of night. Like,
it's so cozy.
oh
and
yeah.
the best, it's Harvest Moon. It's giving Harvest Moon.
Ooh, definitely with some of the pinks and greens I was noticing over here. Pinks and greens. Interesting colors to slip into a build like this. But
it's so autumn, though. It's so autumn.
Yeah.
The trees and the flowers are all turning those colors. And I think those get slept on because people usually think of those colors for Halloween. But I think the greens and the purples, I think break up the orange so nicely.
Oh yeah, it's definitely wonderful. Like getting the shot right over here. I can see that being a screenshot moment right there. But and we got the rainfall going on over here, adding some nice shiny reflectiveness to all of the basic shapes during the daytime. There's just something that's very cozy about this, right? Like, I'm not the only one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the first word that comes to mind when I see this.
Yeah, even without the nighttime lighting, this definitely gives off a nice, welcoming vibe.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The European stone, I usually see it look like pizza restaurant plaster stucco. And I love that this is used in a way that feels a bit more authentic, perhaps, a bit more true to form to how it's supposed to look like. Rather than looking so like phony and like harsh and out of place. That's another thing I'm probably the most impressed by. Like these European pieces not looking so like costumey. And these mushrooms, they don't look like the concept of giant mushrooms, giant pumpkins, it sounds very outlandish, but this makes it look very natural. Like it looks like a natural part of the environment. It doesn't look like a tree would be here, but I just plopped a pumpkin in the forest or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it looks like the forest and everything looks like it obviously grew this out the ground.
And all part of the Twilight Pack, too. Like, the Twilight Pack definitely, like, the Twilight Pack and the Conservation DLC definitely played a heavy hand in this build.
Oh, they came in clutch.
Oh, yeah. But now, let's check it out past the autumn when we go to winter. We got ourselves a snow-covered build. And, oh, very nice. Going in here, it's mushrooms. Got covering up here. Ooh, protecting the flowers over here, this mushroom.
Nature's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you got all the trees protecting you from the snow. Definitely love this about Planet Zoo. Just the feeling of coziness. And definitely this build really takes advantage of that cozy vibe.
Oh, look at that. Take another 360. Let's take a lap around that again. One more again. Girl, the way the snow lays on top of the toadstools just so perfectly.
Yeah. Ooh. Lovely powdering.
Love the flavor.
Though I don't know how this one avoid getting snowed on. What secret does he got that they don't?
Planet Zoo Physics.
Yeah, find out more when you click on this pop-up ad. Anyway, we should check out how you place down this build, so let's get to that. So I have the blueprint straight out of the box here, and as you can see, floating a little bit, bring it out, and we bring it into full observation. One total group. All you just need to do is eyeball it, sink it down to the ground, and of course make sure that you line up the plant work with the ground, and then place it down. And all you need now is either custom pathing, or, you know, set up a nice little habitat barrier to get started. Door right here, and then you follow the rest from there on out. And that was the Magic Autumn Garden by Anigmandra. A beautiful and fantastic Planet Zoo build, if I do say so myself.
I wish it was real. It's the perfect base to add literally whatever in the game. You could add a shop in the pumpkin. You could make this a walk-in habitat. You could add exhibits into tree trunks or make it a seating area or a nice picnic area. You could really do so many things with this area for whatever fall build you got going on. It's pretty. I might actually visit it myself at some point.
I mean, Lord knows, in the future, Efteling might need ideas, and they're going to see what's being built here and just nyap. But regardless, if you like what is showcased here, make sure you head into the link in the descriptions and comments down below. Like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. Show support to Anigmandra and the Magic Autumn Garden. Now, let's head on over into the final screen, and let's finish up this expo. And that was another incredible Hybrid Expo. I'd like to thank Anigmandra and StrolchHH for submitting their work, which you too can submit your work completely for free. You don't even have to be part of the Discord or anything. We will have our links in the description for both the Coaster and Zoo Expo forums. So make sure you check those out, submit your builds, and we can showcase them on a future installment of Hybrid Expos. But once again, if you want to show support to Anigmandra and StrolchHH, make sure to subscribe to both of their builds in the description or comments down below. As we've been saying throughout this entire video, make sure you show support for them. They are incredible builders, and they deserve love and attention. So, anyway, I am So Genesis.
I'm Moony. Have a good one, y'all.
See you all next time.